What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in 6 months. I swear I always post and then I say I'm gonna get back into this and then you don't hear from me for 6 months. But I'm here and I'm back for good, okay? I promise. I just I wanted to do like a Q&A since it's been so long and so many things in my life have changed. So many. We just barely got back from Corpus Christi. We were living in Corpus Christi, Texas because, as some of you know, and maybe you don't, my husband does summer sales. So the past few years he's been a manager for a company, and then we switched companies and he was a manager for a year, and then this year he took time off to do just sales. Like, he just wanted to knock doors and he freaking killed it. So we're just chugging along with the summer sales train. That means that we move every May out somewhere and then we come back every August. So it can be really, really hard. One of the questions I got was, how do you deal having to move so much? And we kind of get rid of a lot of stuff every time. I mean, I have my decorations that I actually bring a little bit of decorations out to the summer. That way I still get the, like I feel like I'm home type of feel. But guys, we are driving our cars out. We don't have much space, especially with crew. It's hard, but I don't know. I look at it as an adventure, but I also know it's going to be hard because, he knocks 12 hours a day and then he comes home and he's exhausted. He's talked to people all day. Of course he wants to see me, but he's kind of mentally drained. So, you kind of have to just have those expectations going into it. But I think one thing that really helped, and the question was, why did I decide to get back into competing? I really wanted to push myself harder than I was. I've always had the discipline. I mean, you can develop discipline, but I had the discipline, working out and whatnot every day, but I just wasn't, I didn't have anything to really push me to eat 110% on a diet or anything, and I didn't really need to, because lifestyle is completely different than competition prep. So anyways, that was one thing that I decided to do while I was out there in the summer with Kaden, was to do a competition prep because I had all the time in the world because I wasn't working. So that is one reason why I decided to get back into competing. Another is that I really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm a firm believer in, if you are not progressing, like if you aren't striving and working towards something, you are degressing. So, if you're not always striving to do better and be better and help other people and, just kind of raise your quality in life, no matter, in any kind of category, you're falling behind. Or not necessarily falling behind, but you're not, I don't know, what am I trying to say? It's like, if you aren't progressing, you're moving backwards. And even if it's like a 1 step forward, 2 steps back type of progressing, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking on my Instagram, and one of the questions I got is, do you want to go pro, like bikini competitor, bodybuilding pro? And that answer is yes, and that scares the hell out of me. Holy cow. It scares me to say it because it's like, I could easily not put that out into the universe and not put it out on Instagram or YouTube, and it'd be really easy to, just say, all right, I'm checked out, I'm done, competing was fun. But if I say, yeah, I want to go pro, and then I fail, even though failing is much better than quitting, it's kind of a pride thing. So letting down my pride, and yeah, I think that's been a big thing for 2019. I've really worked on my pride and not having as much, you know what I mean? I mean, I take pride in who I am and the steps I take every day to become better, but the wrong kind of pride is the pride that I've really tried getting rid of. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would love to go pro. And I know that's going to take so much hard work and so much more muscle. One thing that it took me a while to realize, well, not really a while, because I always knew, I don't know, you have to have so much muscle to go pro. And I always thought I had a lot of muscle. I mean, sometimes I go into the gym and I think, wow, I'm huge. Like, I'm the biggest female here, bigger than some guys. But then I go on Instagram and I see, you know, Miss Bikini Olympia, and I'm thinking, okay, no. I don't have much muscle. So in order to go pro, you know, I'm committed. I want to do this, and so I know it's going to be a ton of hard work, but I'm going to have a big off season after my next show. So my next show is, you know, 3 weeks and 4 days away, not really counting, you know what I mean? And I'm going to take a break after this one and just focus on building muscle, building strength. I just need to put some size on me, especially my glutes, and really work on posing. I mean, I'm working on posing now, obviously. Posing is huge, but yeah, that's kind of where I am competing wise. I got a question about college, and I will probably address this in a whole nother video, because I'm pretty sure if you look on my channel, the video before this is I'm going to nursing school. Yeah, I'm not going to nursing school anymore. And I think that needs a video in and of itself. So if you guys want to know why, let me know, and I will post that kind of story time. I don't know, are story times still popular on YouTube? Because I'll definitely do some. I feel like I have a lot of funny stories with the gym and, I don't know, college. That was my, what, second or third time dropping out? But I'm not going back, you guys, so it'll be my last time dropping out. Okay, there's a little fly. I took my plants from my mom's house. She babysat my plants all summer long. And one of my plants had little tiny little bugs on it, little flies. I don't know. I think she sprayed some kind of essential oil on it. So if you know what I can do, let me know, because I don't want little flies in my house. No bueno. In fact, that's the one. I don't know if you can see a little fly on it. Every day I take it outside and I like bat it out trying to get it away, but whatever, oh well. Okay, the next question is, when I'm having a bad day, what can I do to regroup myself? What are some things that you do for yourself? So bad days are hard because you usually just want to wallow in your sadness and your anxiety and your depression and your bad day, and you just want everyone to feel bad for you, and you just want to eat ice cream. But one thing I've learned is to never eat out of emotional stress, because when you're eating emotionally, you're not eating to feed your body, to fuel your body. You're just eating because of your emotions, and then you're going to feel really crappy about yourself after. And then you're going to have more cravings, because if you're eating a ton of sugar, you're just going to crave sugar 30 minutes later, and then it's this ongoing cycle. So I try my best not to eat when I'm emotional or because of emotions, you know? I mean, I don't do that right now because I'm on prep and I just, no excuses, right? But one thing I do that I learned at a conference a few years ago is, it's called like the Black Book, and I have a black notebook, and it doesn't have to be black, it can be whatever color you want. The point is that it's like the notebook where all of your deepest and darkest thoughts go. And because, you know, even if you aren't depressed, you can have extremely low feelings, and you just want to get them out. You need to get them out of your body, out of your mind. And so I just write down all my thoughts, and, you know, take 5 minutes or take half an hour, however long you have. Even if you have 2 minutes, I'll put it into my phone, and then I'll just select it all and delete it, and then replace it with 10 positive things. So if I'm just bagging on myself, I will then write down 10 positive things about myself. And if I can't do that, I will write down 10 things I'm thankful for, because I absolutely have more than 10 things that I'm thankful for. And by getting your negative emotions out of you, that is a huge, because it's just a huge way to recognize what is true and what is false. Because when we are having negative thoughts, we believe them, right? And we have like 99% more negative than positive half the time. And so you have to get them out on paper to be able to see like, whoa, this is ridiculous. Like, no, this is not true. Anyone can see that. It's just, it's really hard. And, I understand, especially with like depression and anxiety, how low you can get. And it is so important to learn coping mechanisms. And you might think it's dumb, but it's not. I mean, you might not want to go talk to someone yet, and that's fine, but at least write them down and get them out of your head and crumble them up and throw them away. Do whatever you can. Wow, has this been sticking out this whole time? Guys, sometimes, so no one told me this about nose rings, but sometimes I'll be like walking around and it's like that, and then I'll go in the mirror and I'll look at Kaden and say, you didn't think it was important to tell me that I looked like this? Heaven's sakes. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get a ring put in this ASAP. I pierced my nose because I want a nose ring, not necessarily a stud. Those studs are cute. I just have always wanted a ring, and so I'm gonna see if I can find someone who will do it. I've had my nose pierced about 6 months, I think. So I think some places make you wait a year, so wish me luck on that one. I had another question, and it was what I wish I knew when I was in high school. And man, I could make an entire video on this, but my little sisters one just graduated high school. My brother graduated like 2 years ago. I'm not even gonna say that I'm getting old, because then I'm gonna start looking old, and I don't want that to happen. And so, but anyways, I'm the oldest of my family. I have 4 siblings. And so I watch all of my siblings grow up and go to high school, and it is really hard. I don't know how it is being the youngest. I know that that's probably really hard. I mean, every child, whatever you are in your line of children or siblings, or if you're an only child, I'm sure there's the positives and the negatives, but man, watching your siblings grow up, especially like trying to take care of them and feeling like I had to take care of them a lot of the time, it's just so stressful that I try to just enjoy it, because I know that they're gonna grow up and then they're not gonna like me. They're probably gonna go through that stage of their life where they're not gonna like me. But anyways, so what advice I'd give to high schoolers or someone going into high school is do what you want to do. If you're scared of trying out for the cheer team because you've never cheered before, hey, I never cheered in my life, and I tried out and I made it. Okay, yeah, 50% of that was probably luck, but I also worked my butt off at tryouts. I was the only one that recorded the girl up front doing the dance that we were to practice and perform the next day at tryouts. I went home and practiced it for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm not good at memorizing because I had so many concussions. Oh, the UPS man is here. Anyways, I ordered something off of Poshmark, so I hope that that is it. I got like the Lululemon Swiftly tank for 25 bucks. Guys, I love Poshmark. They should probably sponsor me by now. It's fine. Like, anyways, can't talk about that right now. Anyways, just do what you want to do in high school. If you want to try out for the basketball team, try out for the basketball team. Don't expect yourself to make it if you're not going to practice and try hard. I was not talented. Like I said, I wasn't talented in cheer, but where talent doesn't show up, hard work will. And even though I wasn't one of the best cheerleaders, I was not like an amazing cheerleader. I was good, you know? I mean, at least I wasn't bad. I could have been bad if I didn't try. So you don't want to have any regrets coming out of it. So it might scare you to go into tryouts. I didn't know anyone when I did tryouts, and it scared the hell out of me, but I did it anyway, and I had the best cheer experience ever. The best. Same thing goes for cross country. I also did cross country, didn't regret it one bit. I mean, if you, I don't know, you can just feel out different areas in school, you know what I mean? Join a club. If you don't like it, you can always quit. Like, it's much better to go out of your comfort zone, because I've seen the people, I feel like the people that don't go out of their comfort zone and don't go out of their way to make new experiences and meet new people have a pretty crappy high school experience. Excuse me. And obviously this isn't for every situation. Obviously you're gonna, you know, some things will happen, but if you know, join the track team, even if you're not a runner, dude, you practice every day, you're gonna get good. Let me tell you, my first 5K for cross country, my time was what, 25 minutes? It was not good. All right, and like that was not good for me. And this was my freshman year of high school. The end of the season, my fastest time was 21 minutes. So I cut it off by 4 minutes. All right, it's kind of a big deal. You know what I mean? Just kidding. So my camera overheated. The Sony a5100 sucks. Yeah, this camera sucks. You suck, camera. And it always is overheating. But I made it 10 minutes without it overheating, so. Ooh, ooh. I forget what I was saying, but I think I was saying something about how I cut off my cross-country time by 4 minutes. Whatever, Hannah, who cares? But the point of that story is you are going to suck at anything that you start that you haven't done before, all right? Everyone starts at ground zero, and if you have some talent, then you start right here. But you work hard and you will break through the roof and you will have so much fun, and you don't have to be the best to have fun, okay? I was not the best at any of the sports that I played, except for lacrosse maybe. Just kidding, I wasn't the best. Even though I did get MVP for attack my senior year. Can I brag about that? I don't know if I can. Anyways, that is one of my biggest pieces of advice. The second one is to be who you want to be. It is so easy to want to fit into a mold that all the other females are in, or all the other males, you know, to try to wear the same cool clothes. I know when I switched schools, so I went to a charter school for 8th grade, right? So I went to the same school as everyone for like preschool through 6th or 7th grade. 8th grade, my mom's like, hey, I'm gonna put you in a charter school and you're not gonna know anyone, and your class is gonna have 10 people in it, and you're gonna hate yourself during that year because you're also going through that stage of life. So that year sucked. But after that, I went to 9th grade, which is where everyone else I grew up with went, and everyone was like, who are you? Are you a new girl? Because I had like finally shed my emo like bangs across my face. I'll put a picture here. It's really unfortunate. And so people didn't recognize me, and I just thought, you know what? I grew up with you, so get off my back. Don't talk to me. Anyways, that year I was really trying to figure out who I was. So I would wear huge like knockoff DC shoes. I don't know, guys. And I would wear like a Fox shirt. I'll post a picture of myself in that. I'm pretty sure I have one. And that wasn't really my style, but all the cool kids were wearing it, right? All the cool kids. And I wanted to be like them. And so that year was really about me kind of finding my style. And it was pretty rough, but it was also one of my favorite years of school too. I'd say almost my whole high school career was my favorite. Just because, I mean, obviously there were horrible, lowest of the low times during that year. My parents got divorced. I was in a really crappy relationship. You know, friends change, but at the end of the day, you know, if you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to do things that scare you and do things that will help develop you, you're going to have a good time. You know what I mean? It might be hard, but you can still, like, through hard things, you can still live and learn and grow. And, you know, because without all the sadness, without the pain, without divorce, I couldn't appreciate true love and true communication and, you know, a good marriage and a positive marriage and a healthy marriage. And so it is really, you know, the grass may always seem greener on the other side, but what you don't know is that you are watering your own grass. This is the lamest. You have to water your own grass, okay? So if you feel like your grass isn't green, freaking water it, okay? I should probably get off the camera now because I don't even know what I'm saying. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see on my channel because this is going to be an everything channel, okay? I know after my last few videos, they weren't super fitness heavy, so I lost quite a few subscribers. So if you're going to continue, if you're going to leave, just leave now, okay? Let's not hurt my ego anymore. Anyways, if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, leave a dislike, and I will see you later. Bye.